What to do, good people? This is your boy Legend Muyui. I am back for another playthrough of Mass Effect. Feeling kind of good. I spoke to some friends this week. Work was a little bit different. I'm placed in another position, but it wears out my social meter rather quick. But we'll get back into the game. We're still on the Presidium. I know we got Rex on our team, and I think we got Tali on our team. I think we're supposed to go and confront, or I think go back to the council. So yeah, we'll check on that. Okay, so I got Garrus Vakarian and Talizor Naraya on my team. Let's check to see. We did all the codex stuff, so we're just going to leave. Whoops. H. Yep, I had to remember what that was. Keep forgetting. Excuse me. I keep forgetting. I think this is like in most games where you use shift to run, but for some strange reason you use the space bar to run and actually to interact with things. So it's kind of interesting.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
No. Not right now. Kind of busy. And so actually I'm going to use this rapid transit. And I'm going to go to the Presidium location, and I want to be by the Citadel Towers. Oh. I didn't expect to be up here. I thought I was going to put me at the base and I would have to come up here, but that's good. There's Captain Anderson.
Come on. Udine is presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
I like how they did that deliberation without even really talking. They just looked at each other and nodded.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Spectre bonus. Spectre training talent unlocked. Alright, so looks like these are council members, but they're just standing around doing nothing, and I guess that's how in America people think that our government is. They stand around and sit around and talk all day and actually do nothing. I mean, it could have some truth into that. We don't hold them accountable. There's still nothing with the codex. What can I do with equipment? Armor plating, radioactive plates, chemical rounds. I'm going to take all of this. I'm working with sniper rifles. This one gives me a little bit more damage, but I can't shoot that many shots. And it raises the accuracy, so I'm going to wait a little bit, see if I can do something. Okay, so I can get a little bit more defense with this armor. So I'm going to equip it, and I'm going to see if I can put something there. A hardened ceramic plate can be applied to the bodysuit, increasing their effectiveness, plus 7% damage protection. Systemic stimulant pack. Releases targeted shots of adrenaline to speed up the recovery process. I think I'm gonna go with the plating. Okay, cool. Oh, Garrus. Anything for Garrus? Nope. Anything for Tali? Garrus also does shotguns, sniper rifles, but nothing really good for him. I think he also does assault rifles. Give him the Avenger. And we are going, let's bypass shields. And for Tali, she does shotguns and pistols. Alright, let's equip that. And let's give her some chemical rounds. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm gonna go see the requisitions guy. So a lot of the side missions have opened up, but I'm not going to really do the side missions until I get more into the ship. So I want to go to the wards, and I want to go to the CSEC. Yeah, a lot of people just standing around. I like what they did in, I think it's Skyrim. People actually do their jobs, and they got set timers for doing certain things, and they work throughout the day. I think that's a little bit more effective cycling. Where's Tali? She's still up there. She must be caught on somebody. Yep. She'll come to me when I talk to someone that's going to reset her.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stock for you, Commander. Enjoy.
I don't think I can really utilize anything. Let's compare. Pistol, light armor. Yeah, not anything real good. Sniper rifle, Reaper. 101. That's worth buying. How much it costs? I wasn't even looking at the price. Oh yeah, I don't got that. Alright, so we're going to have to farm some stuff and come back. So we're just going to blow this joint and go to space.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Do I have any questions for him? I mean, I really don't. But...
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. Got something in my codex. Take a look. And it's secondary. No, it's primary.
The terminus systems are located on the... There are between 200 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society.
This also will make a nice, interesting twist to some games of how, expansion survey teams went out to do their surveying. So, they have a lot to uncover in this type of games, especially when some video games just specialize in one thing. This game has a lot.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Humanity must do its part. Eden Prime was just the start. Nobody's going to help us. I don't know about all that because we just are venturing out. We don't know who our allies are.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, sir.
Alright, there's going to be a lot of new stuff that I can capture. Like, there should be some more codex stuff. I think this is my room? No. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. Well, this way is going over to my room. I never really got into this room. Didn't even know this room really existed for my first few playthroughs of this game back in the day. I just got a bed, locker. You know, I guess they think the bare essentials when they first started making this game, and then they had some time to make things lavish in the other games to come. Okay, so some more codex stuff. I think I'm gonna go to my next destination and let the cutscenes roll, and then probably go through some of the codex things, and then we may have enough time to drop it right there. Galaxy map. We're going to look for... Oh, well, might as well read through this stuff. Supposedly constructed by the long extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as a citadel of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation, and it's a comfortable 1.02 standard G's on the wards and a light of 0.03 standard G's on the Presidium ring. The total length when it's open is 44.7 kilometers. The diameter when it's open is 12.8 kilometers. The population is 13.2 million, not including the keepers. The gross weight is 7.11 billion metric tons. And that's the Citadel. How do we... Oh, that's how we do it. Go once more. We are going to go to Liara's dig site. So pretty much it's going to traject from here to here to here to here. And I love this animation, so I'm going to just be quiet and just let it roll. I don't know which planet she's on, but we're just going to travel to the Sparta system. I probably should have looked at my notes, but hey, whatever. I love that animation. All right, So I'm here. None of these planets sounds familiar. So let's take a look at my journal. Artemis Tau. I guess we're just supposed to search around. Nothing really is there. Nothing is really there. Well, let's take a look at the codex. So we have one for the Citadel and Galactic Government, and we have a one, could be two, about Humanity and Systems Alliance. I guess we can go with military jargon, because I don't really know military jargon. Ashore. When a ship's crew leaves the vessel, they are ashore. Though normally used regarding planets, it can refer to boarding a space station. Away. When a ship's releases the equipment tethering it to a space station or a surface dock, it is away. Aye, aye, the proper way to acknowledge an order. If told to attack, the correct response is aye, aye, sir. If asked, are you proud to be a Marine? The correct response is yes, sir. ASAP, pronounced ASAP. An acronym of as soon as possible. Belay, stop, cease. Bridge, the navigation center of a spacecraft where the steering is done. Captain's Mass, non-judicial disciplinary proceedings by unit commanders. A CIC, Combat Information Center, the command center of a spacecraft. The CIC is filled with center displays to make sense out of the chaos of combat. DC, Damage Control. Not DC Comics, but DC, Damage Control, the containment and repair of damage to a spacecraft. ECM, Electronic Countermeasure, used to avoid enemy sensors from passive emissions masking to active jamming. EVA, extravehicular activity, time spent in a pressure suit outside of a vehicle, spacecraft, or station. Flank, the flank is the side of a military formation. Since the soldiers are facing elsewhere, an enemy that can attack on the flank can often turn it or roll it up. Military buffs, that turn it or roll it up, not exactly sure what they mean, but you'll probably let me know. F and G. Oh, the new guys. Derisive term for inexperienced personnel. Groundside, the surface of a planet. Helmsman, the crew member who pilots a spacecraft. Radar, light amplified detection and ranging. An active sensor that bounces lasers off of an object to determine its bearings and distance. Radar has sufficient resolution that the data can be reconstructed into an image. Shore party, spacecraft crew sent ashore on official business. Silent running, an old submarine term used aboard the Normandy to denote when stealth systems are active. SITREP, abbreviation of situation report, an evaluation of a current mission military situation. Spacer, someone who has spent most of their life in space. XO, executive officer, the second in command of an Alliance warship. The XO is responsible for administrative and personnel matters. Then we got the Systems Alliance military ranks. The Alliance uses a modified version of the ranking system that has been used for hundreds of years. Soldiers are classified into rank and file. Enlisted personnel, experienced non-commissioned officers, NCOs, and specially trained officers. The divide between naval personnel and ground forces Marines is small. Ground units are a specialized branch of the fleet, just as fighter squadrons are. This unity of command is imposed by the futility of fighting without control of orbit. Without the Navy, any army is pointless. The Marines, as a matter of pride, maintain some of their traditional rank titles. For example, Marines have privates and corporals instead of servicemen. In ascending order of responsibility, the rank of the Alliance are enlisted serviceman third class, private second class, serviceman second class, private first class, serviceman first class, and corporal. NCOs is service chief, gunnery chief, operations chief. Officers are second lieutenant, first lieutenant, staff lieutenant, lieutenant commander, staff commander, captain, major, rear admiral, general admiral, fleet admiral. And we are a commander. We don't know which one. We're just Commander Shepard. So we're not even in this list. That's weird. Okay, still more on the Codex. Oh yeah. Let's see what they got to say.
The Citadel space is an unofficial term referring to any region of space controlled by a species that acknowledges the authority of the Citadel Council. At first glance, it appears this territory encompasses most of the galaxy. In reality, however, less than 1% of the stars have been explored. Even Mass Effect FTL drive is slow relative to the volume of the galaxy. Empty space and systems without suitable drive discharge sites are barriers to exploration. Only the mass relays allow ships to jump hundreds of light years in an instant, the key to expanding across an otherwise impassable galaxy. Whenever a new relay is activated, the destination system is rapidly developed. From that hub, FTL drive is used to expand to nearby star clusters. The result is a number of densely developed clusters, thinly spread across the vast expanse of space, connected by the mass relay network.
So, we are quite at that time. One thing I will say is that I'm looking forward to when Jesus comes back. We get a glorified body. A glorified body probably can walk in space or float in space or do whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe some Dragon Ball Z type stuff where they can just soar across the skies and not be affected by the radiation and stuff like that. I think that'll be cool because most of the stars are uncharted. And I just think that would be really cool if we had bodies to, you know, be able to endure space and we can just walk out there without worrying about, oh, I can't breathe or anything. And we could actually see what some of these planets look like. We have a lot of simulations as to what planets look like. Planets that don't allow light to come in because, you know, the what it's made out of just sucks away or it doesn't reflect a lot of light. There are some planets that rain glass and spin it around as fast as hurricanes. Places where it's morning for about a few years because of the orbit to their sun. So I think a whole lot of that is cool. I think space is really cool. But if this is your last piece of entertainment, which I do hope it is. Hope that you'll spend the next moments of your day doing things more constructive for yourself. If you are trying to be a musician or trying to perfect your craft as a musician, take time for that. If you're a martial artist and you want to work on your moves to get better, practice. I would say practice makes perfect, but my sensei told me perfect practice makes perfect. So you want to make sure your technique and form is correct and then continuously repeat that. And you can't really call it practice if you're practicing a form that is incorrect form. The same with working out. If you're working out, you want to work on that. Anything that's making you better as a person, learning a skill, learning a craft. You want to do those things to make yourself better. Well, in the meantime, this is your boy, Legend Muyui, out.